Guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to mainly focus on this of our player one. When we're done waiting concerning player one, we're going to move it to that of player two. There's not going to be much different. In our last video, we tried to use the try and accept block to handle any error that occurs in this our player one block. Let's say in a situation whereby player one decides to put something that is not of a range of number from 1 to that of 9. So we try to handle this so it won't get our code crashed on the way. So in this video, what we're basically going to do is just to add a little bit to make it a little bit more decent, handle a whole lot of other exceptions. So let's say in a situation whereby, let me set this number 6 to let me set it to that of O, for example. Let me run this script. Okay, let me select player 1 to be X first. Okay, sorry, X. You can see this position 6 was 0 or O, for example, and then we want to play in this position 6 again. Meanwhile, somebody has played here. So this is just basically what we're going to do in this video. We're going to make sure that where somebody played, another person will not play there. So that's basically what we're going to handle in this video. Because if I was to run this now, if I was to put at least I want to play in this, we know that here is 6. I come here to put 6, and then I run this code. You can see it got changed to X, which is not really entertaining in our case. There's no way someone played somewhere else and decide to go and play there. So which is not that's not the rule of Tic Tac Toe Game or any type of game. So in this situation, we're going to handle that. And how do we handle it? We're going to make sure that what the player one enters here is not going to we are going to check this our post 1, post 2 to post 1, post 2 to that of post. Now I want to make sure that it's not inside here, because all this is still going to be, let me change this to 6, because all these things are just our variable that are going to manipulate. And how do we do that? I'm going to do something a little bit strange, but I'm going to explain it more. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a variable here. I'm going to explain what this variable, let me create it beneath here. I'm going to name this variable all posts. What does this all posts do? All posts is going to hold all the, let me say all posts. It's going to hold all the values of that of post 1, how the post 2, how the post 3, post 4. Let me just complete it. Okay, so this is basically what we'll be having. Post 1, post 2, post 3, post 4, and that of post 5, post 6, and post 7. So when I print out this post, it's going to give me all these values here. So let's say, let me run it. Let me say print post. When I run this, let me drag this up. This is set. You can see all posts were printed out, which is that of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why do I want to use this? I want to check in a situation whereby what the player one selected, is it inside of that of our post? If it's inside of that of our post of the particular index, we're going to stop that. So how do we do that? I can say if all posts, I'm going to explain this. So all posts index what the player one entered, I can say not in. I'm going to explain what all this does. Okay, what is actually happening if all the position, because in position that of our position, we're going to talking about this our all posts. Instead, we're going to get numbers from 1 to 9. So that's basically what in that position that this player, because the player want to play this in position 6, for example, and what is going to happen is going to check for this all posts in position 6. When you check on that position 6, if that position 6 is not in this, if it's not inside, if what in that position is not equals to X or is not equals to O, that will say is not inside this container. If it's not inside this container, that means you are free to go. But there's something that we're going to do here also, because here now, when we remember when I talked about list indexing, when it comes to list index, start from position 0, and meanwhile our value start from that of 1. So what we're going to do, we're going to add minus here to make sure that we're starting where the player enter. Let's say the player wanted to play number 6, because we're starting from that of number 1. If the player want to play for that of number 1, it's going to be definitely going to be in position 0. So we're going to do -1 here. -1. So let's move this inside. Let's move this block inside of it. Okay, let's say in a situation whereby it didn't work out, let's say I should say else. You can say place some here else. Okay, let's run and test our script. Okay, let me put into let me set it to that of O. Let's say set it to that of O, for example. And then let me run our script. Let me kill delete and open a new edition. Okay, let's say I selected X as player 1. You can see here is already 0. So what is going to happen? Player 1, your turn. Choose where you want to play between 1 and 9. Let's want to choose this position 6 again. We all know that this position 6 is actually 5, but that's why I put minus. So if I say I want to play in 6, see what is going to be prompted out. Please play somewhere else. You can see here it didn't get changed. You can see it kept it remained where what our O was. You can see it prompts me please play somewhere else because that place has been occupied X or O. So in a situation where I want to handle something similar, because we know that this I put it S or O because this is what we are dealing with, not something something else. This is just basically two things, two characters that the player 1 and player 2 is going to choose from. So I think this should be it for this video. If there's something that I need to add to this particular video, please just make sure to let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.